Hello everybody, how's it going? Good to see you all. We are going to be doing some Discord work today. And let me just get some music rolling here. It might be a little bit too loud, hang on. Let's try that. How's that? Better? Maybe? So I figured since we're doing mostly writing today, I probably need some music. Just to kind of keep the dead air from entering my space too much here. I do better with music when it comes to thinking, I think, anyway. But how's it going, Swifty? Good to see you. Congrats on grabbing first there. I love Discord server building. Oh, and oh boy, do I have a story to tell you. Oh boy. I'm curious what you can say, Swifty. I'm curious to say the least. So for some of you, you might have not heard, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I've been working on a content creator Discord server. And a part of the server is supposed to be several start guides. One of the first ones that I need to write is a Twitch start guide. And for anyone who's been wanting to join that content creator server that I've been talking about, you can do so, but you need to apply. So in order to apply, do !CC in chat. It's got all the stuff there. You and I were on the same track there, Swiftu. Same track. But apply, and I'm going to try to tailor the Discord server to what you guys need and want. So today, I am working on the first and most requested addition to the server, which is the Twitch section. And so right now I'm working on the Twitch start guide. After that's all set up, then I can start bringing in people onto the Discord server. So I'm hoping to get this done before the end of this week, or not this week, sorry, the end of next week. Because I'm going to be busy this weekend. Unfortunately, if it weren't for that, I probably would just try to get it all done. But as you can see, this is what I've been working on right now. So this is just the title page. I got a table of contents here, a little introduction, and that's about as far as I've gotten. But I'll go ahead and read it to you guys, and you guys can kind of tell me what you're thinking so far. And I would also like to maybe do some review videos today on, or I'd like to do some review stuff today. Maybe review either some of the stuff you guys have made, or maybe just review some of our clips. We'll see. I'm not too certain on that one in particular, but we'll see how much time we have. But for some of you who are a part of the Discord server or just have me friended, I am writing 82 pages in this sucker. I counted it up on all the topics that I want to cover, and I mean, I can go ahead and tell you guys the list. So we've got an introduction to Twitch, understanding Twitch culture and community, live streaming, like why live streaming, why to choose Twitch over other platforms, how to set up your Twitch account, which has like several topics in and of itself, like how to create your Twitch account, how to check out the Twitch dashboard, every single thing about that, how to set up your two-factor authentication, because you do want that. Otherwise, you'll become just another one of those buy cheap views here kind of bots. How to customize your profile, what kind of things to choose when it comes to profile pictures, banners, bios, how to link your social media, and how to utilize those social medias for your Twitch account. What kind of hardware and software you should use, how to set up your internet, and how to set up your streaming software, your layouts and overlays. Let's see, what else do I have written down here? How to set up audio, how to set up your music, because there's several different setups for that, so you got to be careful about that. How to engage with your community, how to moderate your chat, how to handle trolls, negative behavior. Let's see, what else? Different content creator strategies, so how to pick a niche, how to how to tap into your target audience, developing your stream style, planning content and schedules, and you know, how to balance that if you're also trying to do YouTube on the side. How to grow a community, which has like a ton of other sub things that I'm not going to go through. How to monetize your stream, so how to set up, how to get into the affiliate program, what it requires, what it gives you, how to get in the partner program, what it gives you, how you actually get in. Let's see, how subs, bits, and donations work. How to set up a Patreon and Ko-Fi, how to get sponsorships or affiliate marketing, how to create merchandise, that kind of stuff there. Some of the more advanced niche features that Twitch offers. One that just came out and got announced, I think today or yesterday, which I'll go ahead and share with you guys. There are now awards that Twitch is giving out. So I believe it's 5 million... 250, hang on, I can tell you, I got it pulled up here. So 5 million hours, 50 million hours, or 250 million hours. Each of those will give you different awards. And it's like, you know how YouTube has those play button plaques for subscribers? It's like that. Except it's actually a statue. And you know what, I could probably pull it up for you guys just so you guys could see it. Here, let me pull it up. Images. Not quite. I guess this shows it off decently well. Okay. Yeah, take a look at this. So this is the one for 5 million. It's a bleed purple statue, and it has your name engraved on there. Then you got the marble for, what was it, 50 million? Yeah, 50 million. And then for 250 million, you get the chrome statue. And as far as I can tell, you don't even have to pay shipping on it. Now, that being said, if some of you guys are on my Twitter feed, you'll see that it is a little bit of a struggle to get up to. For reference, I've been streaming for 3 years, and I'm only 0.38% to the purple award, which is the easiest one to get. So if you're wanting this one, you know, it's going to take some time, but I'm going to try to cover some of that niche stuff that, you know, it's hard to get this. It's really hard to get this, but so long as you put in the time and effort, you could get this, and I'm going to try to cover some of those strategies, if I can. But any advanced features, you know, we're going to cover how to set up your clips for optimal viewing, because Twitch has done a lot of upgrades to the Twitch clip features recently. How to read your analytics. A lot of people don't know how to read it and how to adjust their planning around that. How to set up channel points and some popular channel point extensions, and that kind of stuff. There's going to be a whole section about legalities, which is going to not be official legal advice, but more so just my take on it and how you can avoid getting hit with DMCAs. There's going to be a technical troubleshooting area. I'm going to try my best to write up a whole thing about mental and physical health as well. How to avoid burnout, streaming, balancing your streaming and personal life, how to deal with hate, how to take care of yourself physically as well. Because, as it turns out, sitting behind a desk for 6 hours is not healthy. It is not healthy. Let's see, I want one of those. Oh, but it's not hours streamed, it's hours watched. Yeah. It's actually going to be easier to get hours watched than it is hours streamed, because, I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, 52 or 365 times 24, there's 8,760 hours a year. And if you needed 5 million, I already forgot how much that was. Hang on. Times 24. Sorry. Okay, copy that. There we go. And then 5 million. Divide that by this. That would require you 585 years if you streamed year-round. So it's pretty unrealistic for it to be stream time, thankfully. However, yeah, to get 570 years worth of watch time for just one statue, it's gonna take some time. I think I averaged it out to, like, if you were trying to get... You needed somewhere in the thousands of people watching if you were doing 5 streams a week at 6 hours. Every stream. And that would be to get it in 1 year. So, you know, it's going to be a gradual increase as long as you're on an incline and growing your streams. And so, you know, I think that's one thing that's going to encourage people to actually review their content and make sure that it's getting better and better and better. Because that's one thing that's, for me, it's like, yeah, this is kind of part of my livelihood. Like, this is how I actually scrape by month to month. So for me, you know, that's part of my motivation, but I want something like physical. I've been dying for Twitch to one day maybe possibly invite me to TwitchCon to go. And, you know, I know that's a partnership thing. So, you know, I've been grinding towards partnership, but I haven't adjusted my strategy for it because it wasn't really all that enticing to me, really, to be honest. But these statues is something so physical and something that says, hey, I did this, look at me. So it's really, really tempting to try to figure out a good plan to grow into that spot. And so I think this is going to encourage a lot of content creators to take that next step. We'll see, though. I might be wrong. My favorite type of stream? Yes, the Google Doc streams. Let's see, what else? Networking promotion. This is like one of the more important parts of streaming that a lot of people neglect, myself included. How to promote your stream on social media, how to meet other streamers, how to get into events and competitions, how to engage with your audience outside of Twitch, and SEO, search engine optimization. How in the world are you supposed to make your stream optimal to find, you know? Well, that's with tags, titles, and descriptions, which you don't get descriptions on Twitch necessarily. You got to use your bio for that. But your tags and titles are more so important for Twitch. How to understand Twitch analytics, we kind of went over that. Continuous learning and improvement. This is like a whole section in itself. But we're going to be promoting my Creator Compass Discord server on how to, you know, that's a good place for you to go to learn and improve. There's going to be a nice spot about, you know, official channels on where you can go to look for Twitch's updates and changes, their new features, all that kind of stuff. Some successful streamers who share a lot of their tips and tricks. So people like Ludwig, where he's got a whole video about it. And I will never not share this video with you guys because it is just that good. Pause.
Join millions.
Pause. Thank you. This video. It is single-handedly one of the best videos about how to become a streamer probably ever. Very, very good video. So, you know, that's going to be in there for sure. And I'll have a little summary, point-by-point summary. And then there's one more thing of beyond Twitch. Because the thing about Twitch is you should never plan to be on Twitch exclusively. Because realistically speaking, Twitch has admitted they're not making money as a company. Which means that, you know, all it takes is Amazon saying, hey, we need to increase our profit margins. We're pulling the plug on this. For you to lose everything right then and there. Now, you could move to a different platform, and maybe you could survive. But if you're hinging on Twitch alone, you're going to be in trouble. So it's going to talk about how to expand beyond Twitch, like going onto YouTube and making videos live streaming on YouTube, live streaming on Kick even, how to monetize on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, how to get your name well known in the industry, and you know, how to keep in touch with your audience, most importantly. No, not Kick. Thankfully, I'm not going to be writing a whole bunch about Kick, because most of what I'm writing is going to be applicable to everywhere. So you'll just, if you're actually streaming on Kick, what you want to do is basically take all my advice about Twitch and apply it over there, because it is literally the same platform, except funded by crypto gambling and hosting a lot of unethical people. And it's mostly targeted towards children, which is my main issue with that. I'm not into censorship, but what I am into is protecting children from unethical content. Twitch is not any more innocent of that. I mean, they've made some pretty crappy... They made some pretty crappy decisions, but they're still safer than Kick. Okay, so I've kind of went over what we're going to be writing about, but we're nowhere near that section. I mean, we're probably not going to get very far today, honestly. Also, hi Bionics, hi Mumbo. I didn't get to welcome you guys in. How are you doing? The brainstorming stream where I teach you how to use Google Docs. Twitter and Kick suck. I like Twitter, but the problem with it is very much pay to win. But I like the idea. I don't like the execution. Kick is just the Streamlabs of OBS. I would say Kick is more... That's almost an apt description. However, my problem is Streamlabs more so causes you to pay money to use it instead of it being like just an overall worse product. It would be more so akin to like Vimeo. I would say Kick is like Vimeo to YouTube. Kick is the Dr. Pepper to Coke. Bruh, don't you be dissing Dr. Pepper. What the heck? Kick is for Ice Poseidon and bathtub girls. Man, it's talking about Twitter as if it's another game on Hypixel. Everything's a game to me, to be honest. Hey Yusuf, how's it going, dude? It's Venmo. Venmo is the pay service, like the it's like PayPal or Cash App. What am I thinking of? Hang on. Now I gotta figure it out. Vimeo. There's no N. My bad. Okay. Yeah, it's like a... What is it? It's a very crappy version of YouTube from what I've been told. I've been there a couple of times, but basically you have... There is a pay option, but there's also a free option. And, from what I understand... It is similar to YouTube in a lot of regards, but it's not good. It looks very professional, but it's not good. Okay. Let's see. The women in just chatting who are half naked need their own thing, not just chatting. If I had a nickel for every time something bad came up on my For You page, I could buy a soda. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad, what about... I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Someone came to me today and asked me Dr. Pepper or women's rights. Dr. Pepper all the way. Sorry, women. I know many women. I'm not against you. It's just I like Dr. Pepper. Women rights keep. I mean, I'm not necessarily for any one person's rights in specific. I'm just human rights, you know? I'm not for animal rights, that's for sure. They're lesser beings, but people, on the other hand, we're all the same. We should all have the same rights as each other, whether you're 0 years old or 100 years old, whether you're man or woman, or any of the like many races. I can't even name them all, so I'm not even gonna try, because that's where they get you. You start naming each and every one and you're like, uh-oh, I'm gonna forget somebody, and that makes me bad, so don't do that. Let's see. So yeah, here's the Twitch start guide. As you can see, I'm the author, and the last revision was today. So I've got a table of contents here. It's gonna be keep on updating, but it's gonna probably be 2 pages long, very likely. But here's the author introduction so far. I'm gonna have to revise all of this at some point because I know it's very wordy, but my whole point is, you know, just to get this done, and then at some point I'm gonna make videos that covers each and everything instead. That way you guys don't have to read it, because as you'll see here, it is going to be 82 pages long, very likely. And I know I myself probably wouldn't read 82 pages worth of advice. Especially advice that might kind of make me feel less than what I want to feel. And that's not my intent, necessarily, with this guide, but it will happen. Because I'm going to attack a lot of core beliefs of some people in this, you know, this guide, unfortunately. You know, it's gonna attack me especially. I mean, it's gonna go, hey, stop being lazy. You're gonna have to put in a lot of hard work, time, and dedication. And you're gonna have to do things you don't want to do in order for this to work. And that's gonna attack a lot of people. It's going to. It's going to hurt a lot. So I'm gonna make a video that explains it probably a little bit better than just what I'm gonna write, but the intent is you can read it unless you prefer the video. Here's your hydrate. Thank you, Earth Hydra. How's it going, bro? I said women's rights because I don't like Dr. Pepper, but then they said Minecraft or Dr. Pepper. That was a different story. Fair enough, fair enough. So here's the author introduction. I felt like this was important to put in there because a lot of the times people will look at it and go, why should I take what you're saying as fact? Why should I take what you're saying instead of what I think is right? So that's what this introduction here is really for. So it says, hello, my name is Josiah, but I'm better known by my screen name, King Ragnog. I've been in content creation for 3 years as of writing this, and even before that, I spent many years learning about the content creation process. Through all those years, I picked up skills across the board that I'd love to share with you. This guide in specific is about Twitch, and it will cover nearly everything you need in order to stream on Twitch and how to be successful in your endeavors. Of course, there's many niche subjects that I will likely not have in this guide. However, I intend to update this guide as much as possible. So please make sure to suggest additions and suggest edits via the Creator Compass Discord server. Since this guide is currently 82 pages long, I will encourage you to skip topics that you already understand or aren't quite ready to tackle. This will save you a bunch of time, of course. Of course, this guide will always be here for you to look back to if you ever need additional help, and you're more than welcome to post questions in our Discord community server. Now, with all that said, read on, learn all you can, and become the #1 streamer in the world. I know you can do it. Smiley face. And then we get the introduction to Twitch here. Truth hurts? It does. It does. There's nothing quite like confronting the fact that you're your own problem. And it hurts. It stings. But the truth of the matter is, I am my own problem. And when it comes down to this, I'm going to be writing this, and you'll probably notice me in my streams changing. Because not only am I writing it, but there's something that happens subconsciously when you advise people, and you don't write it down. When you write something down, though, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of your memory, you know? It's in there, and it sticks with you. Instead of just something that you spit out, it becomes it's kind of like a computer. It's kind of like your RAM. It ends up in your RAM. It's something that sits in there, and you don't realize it's there, but it is there. And it doesn't just shuffle back to long term. It stays active. It stays moving. That's kind of what happens when you write stuff down. And it's a good thing that that's happening, because I'm hoping it means that this guide will really stand the test of time, because I'm going to start applying stuff from it. And it's going to help me. And in turn, maybe it'll help you guys too. Let's see. This feels like a crash course, and I love the vibe. I'm glad. I'm hopeful that the videos come off very similar in feel to it, because I want it to be fun to read, but I also want it to be very informative. And so the videos, you know, it's going to be very informative, but I also want it to be fun to watch. And I guess that this will be kind of the basis that I build my my YouTube channel off of, essentially, as well. 2 genders or 2+? That's a controversial question. It is a very controversial question. No matter which way you answer it, there will be people who are upset and angry. I choose to avoid all sorts of controversy if I can. So we're just going to not answer it. So here's the introduction to Twitch. So this is what I wrote. You guys probably will have a different opinion to me in terms of what Twitch is, and I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts, actually. So this is what I wrote. Twitch is a platform similar to YouTube, TikTok, or X, Twitter, where users can share content that they create. However, Twitch is almost exclusively geared towards live stream content. The vast majority of content streamed on Twitch is gaming. However, there are many successful podcasters, musicians, and artists on the platform as well. Yeah, let's go into edit mode really quick. I just realized I want as well there. Alright, back to viewing. Like other platforms that are driven by user-generated content, Twitch has a culture and community. And it's important to understand this and figure out ways that you can participate in it. Twitch culture is best seen when viewers and streamers interact. Broadcasting your content to Twitch allows people to give you instant feedback, but also to share a moment of time together. Not only is the interaction an important part of Twitch culture, but the way communities form is also very important. Communities on Twitch are primarily formed around one person, the streamer, aka you. People rally behind one person and gather around them. They make friends who also watch you, and very quickly you have a group of dedicated people who share a common interest. Again, you. And that's what I've got so far to what Twitch is and what Twitch culture is. But that to me is what Twitch culture is, and it's very unique to YouTube and other platforms. Most platforms, it's built around a series or like a series of videos or a trend or a what is it called? A game, you know, that kind of stuff. It's usually built around fandoms or that kind of stuff. Where on Twitch, it's not that. I mean, there are people who jump from streamer to streamer in a game, but the truth of the matter is, the real people that are watching you usually are people who are interested in you, not so much the topic. Proof being, just chatting streams, there are people who just want to hear people talk. And I'm sure there might be people here today who are just listening right now because they're just looking for some background noise. They're looking for a podcast feel. And if you're here, hello, welcome. Not trying to call you out or anything, but just trying to prove a point more so. And there's people who jump from Minecraft stream to Minecraft stream. I can see that every single King SMP stream. There are people who jump from stream to stream looking for a server to join. However, you'll notice that isn't, you don't feel a connection with them at all. And it's because there isn't so much a Minecraft community on Twitch. There is a Minecraft streamer community, and that you'll notice that when we get into the conversation of how that works. But the main communities are really formed around you as one person, which is really weird, and it can give you a god complex if you're not careful. So don't get a big head on me. Don't get a big head on me. But what I'm trying to say is more so, people will rally around you because they like you as a person, and they'll keep watching you to have something in common with the person that they met watching you. I don't know if any of you guys have made friends watching me in the community, but you probably met some acquaintances, people that you would probably be okay with gaming on occasion. Some of you might even call me a friend, and I'm honored if that's the case. Some of you, probably have made friends through me, is probably partially part of the truth there. And I know I made friends through streamers I've watched. I mean, it's been very, 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 I wouldn't even just say lucky. I've been blessed with some of the streamers I've watched, because I have met some of my best friends through watching them. Point in case, Alias and I raided each other a couple of times. Because of that, her and I became friends. But not just because of that, I was watching her a lot. And through that, I actually met other people who are friends with her. And that's how I kind of grew that reputation with them. And eventually we started all talking. And we were all in calls. That's how I know Just Cause. That's how I met Calico Chow. That's how I met Ali Logipool. That's how I met Earth Hydra. That's how I met Fonzie. There's a huge list of people, so I'm probably going to forget people, and I'm really sorry. Infinite, that's how I met Infinite. I met Infinite through Ali. So you're going to meet people through other people, and because of that, you're more prone to watching them, which is a really, really interesting thing. And I'm sure there's a whole psychology video that could be made there, but we're not going to get into that because I'm not a psychologist, and I'm not sure I could get deep enough into that topic today. But it's kind of one of those things, you get sentimental about streamers, right? And it's kind of the same way of getting sentimental about places. That's where you met insert person here. That's where you had insert memory here. So the point of Twitch culture isn't so much, oh yeah, you stream and you give people content. It's more so you give people a second home, you know? You are going to be that library that when it gets torn down, people are upset about. Because they remember meeting a friend there. They remember a really funny moment where, where I said something funny that made it sound really, really bad. Like I went into a daycare and tried to kill everybody, but I could only kill the teachers. I said that on stream one time. It's been clipped. Or the mac and cheese clip, all those memories would be painful if for some reason I wasn't streaming. It'd be kind of painful in the sense of we're not getting more of those. That's what the point of Twitch culture is. That's what the point of community is. And that's why you should play into Twitch culture. It's not toxic like some people lead you to believe. It is a very, very important part of live streaming. And I would be very grateful if places like YouTube would pick up on it. But YouTube, it's built more so around topics, trends, and fandoms. Not so much built around one person. Now, there are some people in the YouTube sphere who have made it about their channel is the reason why people watch, is, you know, the one person. But those are vloggers, and you might have noticed vloggers are even having to pivot how they do content because they aren't really there for them anymore. They're there for whatever crazy thing they're doing that day, and it usually has to be a trend. Same thing with shorts and TikTok and Instagram Reels. It's pretty much the same idea there. So, you know, Twitch culture is very, very, very important. And we need to write about that because I haven't written most of what I just said. Okay. So the introduction to Twitch, right? So what did I say that wasn't included, basically? I need to explain why it's important to play into it. This might sound terrifying at first, but it's important to play into Twitch culture. You will essentially become your audience's second home. Oh, I see some hydrates. Thank you for those. Let's see, and then there's just me listening to you ramble while doing nothing. That's so relatable. Recently, I've been really bad at this. I've been watching other people's streams, and then I've been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do work, and then I'm watching them still. I'm like, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't do work, and maybe instead I watch this because it's fun. Last night I watched Chara for a good while. Charcoal, great streamer. Just good vibes all around there. I played a little bit of Hypixel with Kit. It's gonna be her birthday soon, by the way, guys. If she's still live tomorrow after our stream, we'll raid her, because it'll be her birthday then. What was I gonna say? There's more I was gonna say about that. Oh yeah, it's really easy to get sucked into a live stream, and it's, again, because they're playing into that Twitch culture of they're interacting with you. It makes it hard to leave somebody when they're interacting with you and it's very genuine. A genuine interaction leaves a better impression on somebody than no interaction or a fake interaction. So try to be genuine with people, but also it's really easy to start making friends with other people. I mean, once those avenues of becoming friends with people in the community happen, it's really easy to feel like you want to be there more. I mean, for example, recent example, Kit. I think either I rated her a while back or she rated me a while back. I don't know this. I don't remember the story there, but you know, about 8 months ago, I guess one of us rated the other, and because of that, you know, we had that first impression. Well, then she rated me. Okay, well, I rated her back because I try to you know, raid everybody I can after they raid me. You know, I want to make sure that I return the favor, you know. It's not a transaction sort of deal, but to me it's more so a sign of respect. Well, when I popped in, she was playing Phasmophobia. She asked me if I wanted to hop in. Well, I made a new friend in that regard. Her and I now have played several games together. But as well as that, I played several games with the people she was streaming with. And I feel a lot more part of that community and connected to that community. Same deal with Among Us nights. A lot of communities do that. Among Us nights is a great way to build that connection in your community because they get to talk to each other, they get to play games with each other. Running a Minecraft server is a great idea. Hypixel game nights, MCCI game nights. There's some communities out there that play Halo together. So doing that kind of stuff is a great way to build up that connection with your community, beyond just having a Discord server. A Discord server should be like that meeting ground where they all come together and meet up, but you should have other meeting points that get people talking at first, because it's hard. It's kind of like, for example, you go to school, but you don't automatically feel tempted to talk to everybody at your school. So imagine like a Discord server. Your school is your Discord server, and you go there. You exist there, but you don't necessarily want to talk to everybody in your school or your Discord server. However, sometimes you run into people that you have to talk to. So people that you take classes with, people that you sit with at lunch, they might be sitting next to you on the bus, you know, those kind of people. Those are people that you play games with, essentially. Those are people that you talk to in chat. Those are people that are adjacent to you in life or in Twitch. When you go back to your school or your Discord server, you're much more likely to want to initiate a conversation with them or to commune with them in some ways. So, don't build your Discord around meeting new people. That's not how that works. Your Discord is more so there to keep the conversation going after you're done with your stream, after you're done with your game nights, and the like. I'd say I have friends through you. Now, if they call me friends, then it's a different story. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I don't necessarily know if, you know, not necessarily everybody has to feel the same way about it, but it's more so how the individual feels. And I think that's more so important when it comes to Twitch culture. It's hard to boil down a whole culture down to one person, but you need to, because that's what it is. It's not a trend, you know. It is very much about every single person individually, and we'll write about that a lot in this guide, actually, because that's how you identify your target audience. You are my first home king. I tell you more about my life than to my parents. Like last night, maybe I should pop in for a few rounds. Well, first, I'm honored to be your first home. It's very, very much honoring to have that role. I know a lot of people, especially when I first started, this was the first time I ever heard it, but people called me their comfort streamer, and it was like, whoa, that's new to me. And I realized it made sense, and that is Twitch culture. Having somebody that you feel safe around, and somebody that you trust, somebody that, you know, you're willing to spend, you know, anywhere from 1 to 6 hours of your day on. Like that right there is what Twitch is about. And if you don't exhibit any qualities that make people want to hang around, then you're on the wrong platform. But yeah, like last night, exactly like you're right. Maybe I should pop in for a few rounds. I was like, Hypixel is fun, and you know, I just needed something to chill for a little bit because I had some time to kill, and it worked out just fine. Also, side note, I don't know if my internet is doing okay. I am trying to move King SMP over to the new host, and it is taking its sweet time. Uh-oh. My music died. It's not? Okay. That's good. Let's try this again. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. Okay. So yeah. Let me think. Where was I on this topic? I'm sorry. When it comes to writing things, I get so off topic, but it's very important, I feel like, to have that conversation. And I hope it helps you guys, because it's helping me. You know, like I said, you're committing it to your memory. You're putting it in your RAM. If you were a computer, you're putting it into your RAM, your random access memory, by typing it out and telling people about it. And I'll probably even consider suggesting the game developer or the programmer. More so, it's more so programmers that do this. The programmer method of remembering things. Oops. Give me a second. But you take a little duck, and you teach that duck about Twitch. In programming, you explain to the duck your problem and what you're supposed to be doing. So in this case, I would tell it like, hey, I need help trying to figure out this Twitch problem. See, I'm having a hard time getting my chat engaged. It's like, okay, well, try to teach the duck how to engage with Twitch chat. So you tell it like, well, what you should do is you should ask interesting questions, because it's more likely to get some people interested in the topic. You should explain your day. You should talk about your day. Tell them any weird quirks about what you've been up to. Narrate the game. Kind of ask questions about the game if you're new to it. Talk about the newest features in the game if there's been an update. And because of that talking, you'll talk yourself through the problem, essentially. But it's all because of this duck. And it is a very legit thing people do. I highly recommend trying it to any of you who are in code, into coding and programming and just being a developer. That's like a very tried and true method, but I would say you could probably even apply it to Twitch, honestly. You could even ask like a sibling or a friend for advice, and they might be able to kind of help you through it by asking you questions. Anyway, right, we're writing still. So, this might sound terrifying at first, but it's important to play into Twitch culture. You'll essentially become your audience's second home. By being a second home to your viewers, you will have a solid foundation to your community and by being a second home to your viewers, you will have a solid foundation for your community. And darn it. There we go. For your community, and you can continue to build your brand off of this. If you don't understand Twitch culture and put and play into it, you will very likely find yourself stuck and unable to grow. Twitch culture isn't a bad thing in and of itself, but rather a very useful tool in your toolbox. Okay, I feel like that's a pretty good introduction to Twitch and Twitch culture. We need to talk about live streaming and why people watch it and why to choose Twitch. So why live stream? That almost should be a first question rather, but for some reason I feel like it's better suited for second, so we're gonna use second. Okay, so why should you live stream? Live streaming is I believe it's still growing, correct? Let me pull up a thing here. Live streaming statistics. I'm trying to remember, is it Twitch Tracker that has those stats? Stats overview. Twitch viewership is, I believe, growing. Yeah, it looks like overall it's on a incline. Yeah, okay. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I was good on that. My story is too big to send. Oof. Good luck trimming it down. Sometimes it's hard. Live streaming is a growing format, and many people crave human interaction. While it is an oversaturated market, it is also a very easy market to break into due to skill level. It's not even letting me send trim down. It's not giving a typical error. It's just your message failed to send. Interesting. Are you trying to send it on Discord or on Twitch? While it is an oversaturated market, it is very easy to... it is also a very easy market to break into due to skill level. Okay. Twitch, go ahead and try to send it to me on Discord instead. It might be something to do with the auto mod settings. Who knows? Twitch, or many people believe they have what it takes to become a live streamer. All you have to do is play a game and talk, right? If only it were that simple. To stream, you have to understand why people even watch in the first place. Many people seek out live streams as a way to kill time, but it runs much deeper than that. Why not watch a YouTube video or Netflix if it was just about wasting time? Why not watch a YouTube video or Netflix if it was just about wasting time? Live video has a unique feel and draw to it that people desire. Many people love the interactivity that live formats bring. This includes reading their chats, having channel points, having channel point redeems, or playing games with the community. People love what do people love? I'm trying to say something here, but I'm trying to figure out the right words. People love to interact with someone. People love to feel like they're seen and that they are having an effect. Should be effect, right? Nope. Maybe. On... Yeah, no, I have the wrong effect. On the people they see. There we go. I sent a full version warning it's sad, not sad, but sad. Okay, is this something I should read out loud or not? I mean, you can. Okay. Why not? Okay. Let's see. So this is from SwiftDo. So today, me, my girlfriend, and another friend were sitting together in first period, which is gym. So we just chill and chat, and it then proceeded to get deep and got to future talk, and then children, and my friend was talking about something with kids, and then my girlfriend gave some answer, and then asked me, like, if we, I mean, you had kids. She said we, so that was nice, and we basically then rambled about us some future, and then my friend leaves to go to band hall, so it was just us two, and in the most Netflix-style romance ever, after 2 minutes of silence, she turns to me and says, I'm about to do something really stupid. And then she begins to talk about how someone has been asking her when she was gonna get her first kiss, and in my brain I'm going, yes, after months of build up, the two main characters kiss, and then right as she turns for it, the most Netflix style, my friend comes running back and is like, come to band hall really quick. Or come to band hall quick, right as she's about to kiss me. Bruh. That is rip. Literally a Netflix moment there. Literally a Netflix moment. Gosh. That's rough, buddy. Why did I write it so bad? I don't remember writing it like that. They fired the old writers. Yeah, you know, it happens. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you did your best. You did your best. And you know, maybe it'll happen later. Who knows? The good news is she is talking about later. She sees a future in it. And that is your in, my friend. That is how you might possibly make it to phase 3 of the relationship, I guess. I'd say phase 1 is talking, phase 2 is official. Phase 3 is like, you know, hey, we're taking it seriously now. Yeah, the label's been on it, but now we're actually like, we're talking about our future here. So, you know, you're moving to the next base, which is good. I did tell my friend about it, and she came back and got me a hand kiss, which isn't as good, but it's something. But I could have gotten a full one if he didn't. Yeah, you know, it was rip. You know, not many words I can use there except oof. Just oof. Wow. How do you underline it? Does it control you? Yeah, okay. I think that's important, just have an underline there. So why else might people watch your live stream? People tend to come to your, or people tend to tune into your live feeds for the reasons mentioned today, or mentioned, sorry, for the reasons mentioned earlier. However, they become a regular in the community and return and become a regular in the community because of who you are. Come on, I could do this. There we go. Boom. Okay. The moment was perfect, just perfect. I had my first football game on Friday. That's where I get the real kiss. I think she's shy to kiss me with people watching, but people don't judge and band relationships are odd. Fair enough. Fair enough. And you know, it'll be a perfect moment. That's the truth, you know. Just like the L word, you know, it comes into play at the most perfect moment when you're not really expecting it. It'll just feel like the right moment. Same thing with the first kiss, you know, it's gonna happen when it's time. And, you know, it would have been perfect, quite possibly this time, but the next one, it'll be even better because you've waited so long, you know. It's rough. It sucks to wait. But just trust me on this. It'll make it very, 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 what's the word? it'll make it very well worth it when you get there. King, what's up? No? What? What did I say? I'm confused. You said the L word? Oh. Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot. Yeah, no. We can't say that. We can't say that. Gosh. Okay. Let's see. People tend to tune into your live feeds for the reason mentioned earlier. However, they return and become a regular in the community because of who you are. That's not for a while, King. See, to me, that feels like a broken timeline. But again, it happens in the right timing. It'll feel right in the moment. But to me, the way it works in my mind anyway is it goes L word, then first kiss. However, like I said, the moment is right when the moment is right. So I guess, in my opinion, that's what I think. Hey Ninja, how's it going? We're thinking of the same word? I think so. I'm thinking of love. What are you thinking of? Maybe life? Life could work. Let me think what else. Now I'm concerned. What other things could have been? Here's your dab. Thank you. We're just writing up a document for my content creator server. Wait, what did you mean by that? Like, as I love you then kiss? See, for me, timeline works as here. So, timeline says basically, in my opinion, you meet, right? Then it goes into unlabeled, so it's like your talking phase. Then it goes to boyfriend and girlfriend. Then it goes to love you, which you get a little heart with that as well. Then it goes first kiss, and timeline wise, and then like after that, I don't know, man. I guess technically for me, you get the unlabeled talking, which kind of contains dates, and boyfriend and girlfriend phase, which also contains actual dates. And, you know, throughout that whole time, you're going through dates. I was thinking of a different L word. Oh no. Now I'm concerned. What L word could you be thinking of? I mean, I probably should have just been very specific. See, I've only ever made it, like, to this point. The meat point is, like, my bread and butter. I have not been able to make it past first base, but one day for sure. I guess, like, technically you could consider my fake relationship thing making it basically this far. Boyfriend and girlfriend phase, but that doesn't count. This one happens after marriage. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. That's definitely not what I'm talking about. I mean, that you know, that should happen after you say I love you. And after your first kiss. And after marriage. But, you know, I'm good. I'm not gonna explain anymore. See, that's why I was confused. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you'd be confused there. Oh. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna get back to writing. People tend to tune into your live feeds for the reasons mentioned earlier. However, they return and become a regular in the community because of who you are. So, in order to become a live streamer, you must embrace Twitch culture, but also embrace a personality, or also, may not necessarily also embrace, but also, so in order to become a live streamer, you must embrace Twitch culture, but also, have a solid value proposition. I can't spell, it's fine. There we go. A value proposition, in short, is a product, i.e. you, that provides some amount of use to your target audience. So you must be entertaining. You must be entertaining. You must be. So you must be entertaining. I don't know. I really want to do my cross-country trip with her because in our discussion plan is to graduate and book it to the hills. No plan, just book it. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair, and that sounds like it'll be a good time. So I think you're at least on the right track with it. You know what, I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm missing water and I'm thirsty. I don't have like any moisture in my mouth, it feels like. But once I come back, we'll continue writing this and I'll keep talking to you guys. So give me just a couple minutes. And we're back. How's it going, guys? Okay, I got my water. I think that'll be very helpful. I was having trouble thinking a little bit. I think I realized I was a little bit dehydrated, to be honest. Okay. So why live stream? That's the section we're working on right now. Currently, we're working on the value proposition area. So people tend to tune into your live feeds for the reason mentioned earlier. However, they return and become a regular in the community because of who you are. So in order to become a live streamer, you must embrace Twitch culture, but also have a solid value proposition. A value proposition, in short, is a product, i.e. you, that provides some amount of use to your target audience. Blood sugar cupper. Hey yo, let's go, more sugar, let's go. Honestly, it might be low blood sugar, to be entirely honest. I could see it. Alright, here we go. Okay. Wash it down with a little bit of water. Okay, so you must be entertaining, interact with your audience, and offer value to your... Okay, hang on, I need to interact with and Control B, underline, offer value to your viewer base. There we go. We'll cover value proposition in this guide later. Or we'll cover value proposition in much more detail in this guide later. There we go. My friend chugged like 4 of those once and threw up, and it was in a Mexican restaurant. Ooh. Oof. I've had a couple of these packets. They're not so bad, but I wouldn't want to do more than like 2, to be honest. Here's your dab pie. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. So I got why live stream. We're almost done with point 1, basically, which is your introduction to the guide, basically. It's an introduction to me, an introduction to Twitch, an introduction to live streaming, and it's gonna be why Twitch, which is then going to lead you into how to set up a Twitch account, which I guess I could probably set up a test account for this purpose as well. I don't know, I'll think about that. Pretty good. Crazy fight happened at my school today, so that was fun. How are you? Well, that sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good time. I'm doing well. We've been writing up a whole sort of what is this? A book. It's basically going to be a manual on how to start on Twitch and how to grow. And it's looking like it might be 82 pages in length. I mean, right now I'm how many? View or no? What is it? Details, is it? No. I'm forgetting now. I have word counts. Pages. It's 5 pages in length right now. Now, to be fair, one of these pages is basically blank, but it'll have a nice fancy picture on it at some point. And then the table of contents is going to be like 2 pages long, but, you know, it's going to be big. It's going to be very, very big. And I'm going to try to make a video about each section instead. That way somebody doesn't have to read it all. If they don't want to, they can actually watch it and maybe absorb the information a little bit better. And I guess I wasn't really meaning to, but this is going to become the foundation of Creator Compass, my failed YouTube channel that I didn't make. You know, this is going to basically become that. Which will be kind of good. I didn't really mean to do it, but at this point I might as well, you know? So we're making the Twitch stuff first, and then I'm going to invite all my Twitch streamers that have applied. Which, by the way, to anybody out there who hasn't already and they want to be a part of it, please consider applying to join my content creator Discord server. Whether you're going to be brand new when you start, or if you just are a current content creator and you're struggling, or if you're just looking for people to collab with, it'll be a great community and we'd love to have you along with us. Technically, I could invite the people who said that they wanted to network. Let me see how many people that was, because I don't want to invite like just 2 people, because that can get very boring very quickly. Let's see. I had 7 people out of 12 answer that they were looking for collaborations. That's a decent amount. That is a decent amount. I might have to write up something about it, though. Yeah, I might have to write a whole thing about how to collaborate with people, because, you know, I've got looking for collab area in there, but I don't have a, what is it called? I don't have like a document that's going to be there on how to actually collaborate with people. Like, each of my documents are going to have a little blurb about it, but then there's going to be another document that has like a full thing about how to collaborate with people, why you should collaborate with people, what kind of people you should collab with, you know, those kind of things, because the truth of the matter is so many people look at collaborations as a stepping stone when that's not what it is. A lot of people look at collaborations and say, let's do it just for the heck of it. That's not necessarily what you should be doing either. Collaboration should make sense. So again, it goes back to value proposition, like what we were talking about earlier with the live streaming and why you should live stream. It is very much a thing where you have to provide value to the other person. So you might have a video that works really good for Grian, for example. And just because you have a good video idea that would fit him, does it make sense for him to make that video with you, or would he just be better off making it on his own? So you gotta be thinking about that kind of stuff when you write up a video idea. It's not a bad thing to just make videos with your friends, but, you know, for collaborations that you're pitching to people who you don't know already and you don't have any connections with, you should absolutely have a value proposition and say, hey, I know this is something that you'd be good at, and I think you would mix well with me. Here's some of my videos if you need to take a look at some of them. But the reason we want you is for insert bit here. That's what I did with MCC Rising. Now, you could see my success rate wasn't very high with that, but I picked very popular people who definitely wouldn't have time to just check their email within a day or two. But I sent those out and I gave it value. I said, I know you like MCC, and I know that, and I think you would be a good fit for my team. And I said, you know, I make similar videos to you. You know, I cover Minecraft news. And I said, you know, since you haven't played in any MCC events yet, I saw that you did like the Bedrock server. So, if it were me, you know, I would try to see if you could get into the real deal and see, you know, you might be really good at it. I was like, so, you know, obviously I didn't get it, but it doesn't matter. The whole point was more so I tried and I provided value to it, so it wasn't at least a complete total waste of time. I think a collab sponsor document could be good. Absolutely. I'm actually going to add that to my doc for planning it. Let's see. That's King SMP. There we go. So this one is collabs and sponsors doc. There we go. Okay. That description can describe many channels, King. Okay, you're right though. You are absolutely right. I mean, let me see. How many channels do I have? Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 channels. And then I am running one channel for my friend, and then I was running another one for my other friend. I only post on 1, 2, 3 of these channels. It will be 4 when I start posting on Creator Compass, I guess. Although I'm seeing more people would be interested in the podcast channel to come back, it looks like. I don't know, I'd have to think about that. Let's see. And archives. I was including archives in the account because I've started uploading videos to it. I just haven't published them, I guess. I'm trying to get a good backlog of them in there. That way, it can kind of have a consistent upload schedule, like maybe 1 to 3 videos a week, until it's eventually caught up. At which point, some of the bloopers and the videos that got the axe, they will end up on that channel. Okay, so after why live stream goes over why Twitch, basically. Okay. How do you get the header text? Control Alt 1, okay. Why Twitch? And then how do I do this? Control Shift E. There we go. Okay. So Twitch has been a leader in the live streaming space for a very long time. Well, Kick and YouTube certainly have their place and uses. You'd almost be a fool to pass up on the audience that Twitch has to offer. The feature set on Twitch in terms of live broadcasting is much larger and polished than its competitors as well. One example of this is channel points. This is one of the many ways that viewers interact with streamers. This is one of the many ways that viewers interact with streamers that they simply cannot do on other platforms. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a bad thumbnail. No response yet, which isn't the greatest sign. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else you could do maybe to kind of make it pop a little bit more. I don't know. It might need like a little bit more. You might be able to boost like some of the saturation up by maybe like 0.25, maybe even 0.5. That might help it pop a little bit as well. You could change some of the contrast settings a little bit as well and see if that helps. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. Oh yeah, you're just a builder. Right. Not thumbnail designer. Yeah, that, okay. In that case, yeah, solid build. Solid build. I need a second paragraph here. On top of this, Twitch. So they have a better feature set, they have a better audience. Sorry, there's something caught in my throat. Give me 1 second. Okay. Nope, it's still there. Goodness. On top of this, Twitch is the only place. On top of this, Twitch culture is nearly exclusive to Twitch. Other platforms simply haven't really adopted a similar community style. There we go. Twitch is unique in many ways, and while some changes in recent times have seemingly been done, been in, hang on, I'm trying to think. Twitch is unique in many ways, and while some changes in recent times have seemingly been bad for creators, I feel that they are on a path. They are still committed to helping their creators succeed. There we go. So introduction to Twitch is kind of like your point number 1 sort of deal. So you would kind of do something like, I guess, how do I do this? Oops. So you move all of those over. And you do something like that, I guess. And then it would go down another level. And so on and so forth. Okay. And then we'll go into setting up Twitch account, which is gonna be a fun time. Oh wait, page break, right, page break. So right here you go insert, break, page break, which is control enter, okay. There we go. Learning all the hotkeys for this stuff. Okay. Setting. Okay, so it's Control Shift E, Control B, Control, not H. What is it? Control Shift H? No. Control Alt 1. Yeah, there we go. Look at me, I'm figuring it out. Setting up your Twitch account. Okay. Creating a Twitch account is the first and most important step. No. Creating a Twitch account is going to be one of the most important steps in your live streamer, in your content creator journey. It's important that you set it up correctly and ensure that all of your settings and branding are correct. I don't like using correct in the same sentence, but it's kind of needed here. Are adequate, are I don't know. It's fine. We'll leave it as correct. To create a Twitch account, go to https://twitch.tv/ I think it's create account, but I want to be sure I'm correct on that. https://twitch.tv/create account. Sign up. There's a way to do this. I just don't know how to do it. There we go. Found it. Sign up. Boop. And boop. Okay. And input your email. I should have left that page up. I realized I don't remember what's on there. Alright. Wait, you don't have to put your email in there anymore? Okay, you can use your email. So input your username, password, date of birth, job, and your phone number, or Control B, Control U, and email instead. Oops. If you do use your email, make sure that it isn't one that you use for personal uses, or one that is a public contact email. This should be something that is private and that you would be the only one to know about. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see. What was it? Creating account? Yeah, create a Twitch account. Okay. That way I can kind of do this correctly. So let's dive a little deeper into each of those steps so that you can dive a little bit deeper into each of those steps. So when choosing an username, pick something that means, pick a name that means something to you. This is what people will call you from now on. This is what people will refer to you as for the rest of your creator journey. Make it count. On top of this, try to avoid picking a name that has lots of numbers or underscores, since it'll be harder for people to remember. Remember, all your favorite brands and creators tend to have easy names. Think along those lines. For password, as always, this one wants a apostrophe. Okay, Picking your name is so hard. Weirdly, my name is just spamming random characters in a notepad, splitting them up into 5 chat sections, and seeing what sounds good. The best names are random that sound good. Honestly, though, yeah. A lot of people have names now, and some of them are like, I wish it meant something to me, or, you know, anything like that. And if I were picking a new name today, I would not pick King. Probably not. I mean, I might pick something more simple. In fact, I'm wondering right now if one of the names I would pick are taken or not. Let me see. It's probably taken. I'm actually... I mean, I'm assuming it's taken considering there's people who have my name but have numbers at the end of it. I would have picked probably something more similar to just King instead of, you know, full name King Ragnar. I would probably drop off the other name bits and just go just King. I think it would suit me a whole lot better, but you know, that's personal preference, of course. Outside of that, maybe something to do with my name, my real name instead. That could have worked. Nicknames that I go by, you know, as a kid. That's an option. You know, there's plenty of names to pick out there, and sometimes it's just about what you've always had as a gamer tag as well. But you're absolutely right. Names are pretty hard. Royal Pear brought up a point that all names are just words like Small Ant, Point Crow, Royal Pear, just 2 random words, and how he got his name because he liked purple, and it linked to Royal, so Royal, and then for pear he opened his fridge and saw pear, and then Royal Pear. It's just those random things. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that, you know, it's something only you would ever come up with, is the sort of deal. It is very much, you take 2 things and you put them together. I mean, for example, one person that I can refer to this, somebody that I will probably never forget the name of, not just because I know her, but just because it is a unique name, Alias Encrypted. Now, she doesn't have the name Alias Encrypted. Somebody else stole that. But Alias is Encrypted is her name on Twitch. And it's memorable because it's like, one, it makes a lot of sense, but it is 2 words that are, you know, just put together. Mumbo Jumbo. That's another great option there of like he took 2 words, put them together. Now Mumbo Jumbo was a name in the sense of or a saying, you know. Mumbo Jumbo is like, oh yeah, that's absurd, that's crazy, that's, you know, that's absolute baloney kind of deal. But, you know, it goes well as a name as well because it's just 2 words. Let's see. Red Carpet, not a bad name, not a good one, but the nicknames can be Red or Carpet. Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Another friend of mine, Infinite Journeys, 2 words. Unreal Elements, again, 2 words. All you gotta do pretty much is take the gamer tag method of, we're gonna pick 2 words and then some numbers, but you're just gonna drop the numbers. And that seems to work pretty okay, I would say. Okay, let's see. Your password, as always, your password on Twitch must be 8 characters long, and as always, should include a capital letter, should include at least a capital letter. A number and a symbol for security reasons. Okay, what else? Date of birth, that should be self-explanatory. Phone number or email. And outside of that, I think it's fine. So that should be okay. Like given a random word generator, I just got 2 words generated. Ample charm. Yeah, exactly. Great name right there. Ample charm. Anyway, I gotta go eat. Alright, sounds good, Swiftu. Sounds good. May or may not be back. Alright, sounds good. Well, I hope you have a good dinner. Okay. Trying to think. That's dumb. I was just toying around with the Twitch username thing. Electric chairs is not taken. So if any of you want the username electric chairs, pick it up now, because I'm sure at some point it's gonna go away. Okay, what was I gonna do? Right, gotta open up Twitch, and we gotta attempt to kind of remember how to set up an account. So I'm gonna log into my second account, and I need to go to, I believe, the dashboard, right? Yeah. Okay. Ideally, it should just work just fine if you do that, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna come down here, and it'll be Control-Alt-1, Control-B, Control-Shift-E. There we go. I'm getting really good at this. Exploring or understanding the dashboard. After your account is all created, it's time to navigate to the Twitch dashboard. There's several ways of doing this, but for sake of ease, you can just use this link. Okay, okay. I need to go into here and I need to upscale my image so I got an idea of what I'm looking at here. Okay. Oh boy. Hey Unreal, how's it going, dude? Okay. Shoot. Okay, yeah, so once they're Twitch will have plenty of tips and tricks for you to try. It's yeah, I'll let people figure that out. That should be self-explanatory. You can do what Twitch offers do. So once there, on the sidebar, scroll down into settings. Once they're on the sidebar, settings, and then go to stream. Go to now it's time to configure all the wonderful settings that Twitch has to offer. I won't give you definitive right or wrong uses for each of these settings, but I will try to explain each of them and their benefits slash negatives. Okay. Okay. So first up, you have your primary stream key. The stream key is how you broadcast to Twitch, and it's important that you do not leak it. Otherwise, someone else from across the world could live stream on your channel without even having to log in. You can copy it from here to paste into OBS or another streaming software, or reset it if you did leak it somehow. Next up, you have disconnection or disconnect protection. this option will attempt to keep your live feed open if you experience any technical issues while broadcasting. However, it requires a major encoder to work properly, i.e. OBS, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. I'll have to double check that all of those can do it, but I'm pretty sure all of them can. Okay. I've got a little bit written today. I'm surprised. We don't usually get this much done. Okay. After... then there's latency mode. Here you have a couple of options to choose from. You can pick low latency, which is best for real-time interaction and will give you less of a delay between you and your viewers. Then there's normal latency, which is best for non-real-time interaction. You might utilize this option if you're playing a competitive game and need to stop stream snipers. Okay. Okay, after latency mode is copyrighted audio warnings. This is a very useful setting that let me just double check that I've understood it correctly, so I'm going to read it. When turned on, you'll be notified if multiple instances of copyrighted audio are detected in your VODs within a 24-hour time period, and you're able to publish VODs, and your ability to publish VODs by default on your channel will be proactively disabled. By turning this setting off, you agree that you understand that including unauthorized audio in your content may result in right holders sending copyright notifications and taking other actions against your channel. That will will notify you if your content was found to have copyrighted content in it. It will also help protect you against being hit with copyright claims, or being hit with DMCA takedowns. They can still happen, but it helps mitigate the risk a little. Next up is VOD, or next up is store past broadcasts. This setting will enable your channel to automatically save a replay of your live stream. I highly recommend enabling this. It will not, however, however, save your VODs permanently. If you are unaffiliated, it will save for 7 days, 14 for affiliates, and 60 for partners, Turbo, and Prime subscribers. Next up is enable clips. This setting allows you to control whether or not users can clip parts of your stream. Again, I highly recommend enabling this, otherwise you may miss out on other discovery opportunities. There we go. Within enable clips, you can choose to exclude certain categories. Make it so only followers can clip your content, or set it to subscribers only. and even choose how long they have to have been following. There we go. Along with that, you also have the ability to change you also have the ability to, along with that, you also have settings regarding featured clips. The feature this clip setting is see, I need to read that. That's actually a new one. This setting defaults the feature this clip toggle to on when creating a clip of your channel, so you can easily create and feature clips in one step. Turn this off if you prefer to manually check the toggle when creating clips. Okay. Is for those who create clips on their own channel and want to manually select which clips wants to have the default be that all clips they make are either featured or not. And under that section, there is also a featured clips permissions checkbox to choose whether or not moderators can feature clips. After all the clip settings, you have a permissions viewer where you can check what channels you manage as an editor and what people can stream on your channel. And finally, after that is many settings to do with raids. The first of those settings is to do with what raids are allowed. You can choose the minimum or choose the minimum, the maximum, choose the minimum and the maximum viewers in the raid, and also choose the minimum account age. You can also disable raids from here. Along with that, you can adjust the other criteria for people to raid you. I'll go ahead and stick that on the top one there, because they're gonna add more stuff there. Between people being your teammates, channels that you suggest, people on your suggested channels list, channels that you follow, your subscribers, any affiliate channels, or any partner channels. It's just easier to say. You can adjust your criteria here. Okay. Once you have all of those settings to your liking, it's time to go back to the sidebar and scroll down and go to settings, channel. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, get some more water, stretch, do all those things, but we're probably gonna finish writing up our section on how to set up a Twitch account, and then that's probably where we'll end things. But we're getting actually pretty far into this. Once that's all said and done, though, we'll be actually pretty well through all the boring writing parts, and then it'll kind of get more interesting. But you got to get through all the boring stuff in order to get to the fun stuff, I guess. So I will be right back. Alright, alright, alright. I'm back. How's it going, guys? Alright. I'm gonna try to get through this settings portion, I think, tonight. And then we'll probably end off from there. But I really want to get the settings stuff done, and then we'll kind of... I might do some more stuff offline as well, because there's a lot to do here. Covering all the different analytics pages and such. I might just change understanding the dashboard to more so how to get your settings. Might just, yeah, account settings or creator settings. There we go. That works. Okay, so you go settings, then channel. Very first thing on the list is let's see, it would be not that. Very first thing on the list is your display name. Here you can change only the capital, the capital, oh boy, I'm having trouble spelling, aren't I? Capital, shoot. There we go. Capitalization of your username. Right underneath that option is your bio. We'll cover the bio in more depth a little later. And even further underneath that, you can also add your other social. You can also link your other social media accounts. On Twitch, you have the option of linking up to 5. Make sure. Yeah. Okay. Once you're done there, go ahead and scroll back to the top of the page and click on the brand tab. Here you can add your profile picture and choose a profile accent color. Beyond that, you also can select a banner, profile banner, and a video player banner. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to smack the mic, guys. Beyond that, oops, I can't use beyond that. On the next tab over, labeled schedule, you can set up your schedule. You can set up your typical weekly schedule. This includes what day, what time, and what category. You may also export the schedule to Google Calendar or subscribe via a link. Subscribe with the calendar of your choice. There we go. Via a link. You can also mark that you're in vacation mode. And set how long and set when and how long that is supposed to be. Okay. Finally, the last tab in this category is featured content. This tab allows you to feature other creators on your channel when you're live, or when you're not live. Beyond those options is a spot to show off your recently streamed categories, and also a way to hide certain categories. You can also set up a streamer shelf where you can suggest streamers regardless of if you're online or not. There we go. Okay, and then that leaves moderation. And that leaves the final tab in the, not the final tab, the final settings tab. Navigate back to the sidebar and go to settings, moderation. Here, there are plenty of settings and Twitch, or plenty of settings regarding moderation, auto mod, regarding auto mod, auto mod and auto mod banning and some moderation tools. Twitch is updating this section a lot, and there's too much to go over in this guide. However, I encourage you to take a look around and set those to your heart's desire. There we go. Okay. That leaves the settings all pretty well finished, I think. So then I need to try to think. There is account settings as well, I suppose. Let me make sure there's nothing important in there. Two-factor authentication. That one would probably be useful there. Outside of that, that might be it. We'll see. Okay, yeah, so, and one more place I want you to familiarize yourself with in regards to settings is found in the top right of the dashboard. Click your profile picture and go to what was it? Account settings. Okay. Once there, click over to security and privacy and set up two-factor authentication. Yes. It's annoying, but it's less annoying than your Twitch account getting hijacked and banned. Okay. So in terms of how much left there is to do, we just need to cover customizing your profile and how to set that up effectively. We need to cover how to link your social media to other platforms effectively, and then you should be all set in that regards for setting up Twitch account, which then leads you into the hardware and software internet kind of stuff, which is much more up my alley than telling people how to go through settings, you know? Okay. Who are we gonna say hello to? 'Cause I think I'm done. In fact, I think I know who we're gonna say hello to. Let me see. I'm a little bit hungry, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let's go say hello to Just Cause. He's currently playing more Persona 4, so I know it's gonna be a good time. And I would appreciate it if you'd join me in checking him out. If you join the raid, you get some free channel points, and you get to meet a cool streamer along the way. I'm sure he's getting ready to go to bed soon, because it's late. But, regardless of the fact, I'd still like to see you guys over there. Thanks for joining me for tonight, though, guys. It's been a pleasure. King SMP's coming back soon. Don't worry. I know it's been a little bit, but Friday it's gonna come back. So, you know, if for nothing else, be looking forward to that. I'm gonna be working on the server for a little bit tonight, and yeah. Okay, I'm yapping, so I'm just gonna go and let you guys go now. Good night, everybody.